I don't want to end up simply having visited this world. Over time, hidden truths morph in the dark soil of deceit into something much worse. I believe in spectacles, but I think eyes necessary too. Si no usaba esta vida, entonces la estaba desperdiciando. Wit seduces by signaling intelligence without nerdiness. I am the shore and the ocean, awaiting myself on both sides. When you walk in silence, your excellence will always speak for you. Misconceptions play a prominent role in my view of the world. It's such a shame to waste time. We always think we have so much of it. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Sometimes when hardships knock, it's just life. Do not take it personal. Energy may be likened to the bending of a crossbow, decision to the releasing of a trigger. The truth doesn't mind being told every once in a while. It is only possible to live happily ever after on a daily basis. My only advice is to stay aware, listen carefully, and yell for help if you need it. Gratitude is best refined through the fires of adversity. Health is hearty. Health is harmony. Health is happiness. I don't think there's anything wrong with telling the truth. I know it isn't fashionable. Mist to mist, drops to drops. For water thou art, and unto water shalt thou return. We must meet the challenge rather than wish it were not before us. Heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. Show me that I am everywhere, and get me home for tea. If you are strong, appear weak, but if you are weak, appear strong. Not all things that fall down break. Some develop wings. I quote others only in order the better to express myself. The enlightened ruler is heedful, and the good general full of caution. A path doesn't appear on its own. We've to make it, and we can make it. 10 seconds, that's all it takes for life to throw you a curveball. If you don't like the road you're walking, start paving another one. If you fight with all your might, there is a chance of life, whereas death is certain if you cling to your corner. A smiling lie is a whirlwind, easy to enter, but hard to escape. No crime is a means to an end. No crime can be rationalized. Sometimes your only available transportation is a leap of faith. Perhaps home is not a place, but simply an irrevocable condition. In war, numbers alone confer no advantage. Do not advance relying on sheer military power. Notice the difference between being in control and needing control. Once friends as batchmates, but now different batches divide us. Keep going. It's not as difficult as you feel it is. Don't give up. There are 2 ways to live. You can live as if nothing is a miracle. You can live as if everything is a miracle. Many things that don't really mean so much of anything are wonderful. Beyond the fiction of reality, there is the reality of the fiction. You endure what is unbearable, and you bear it. That is all. Invincibility depends on oneself, the enemy's vulnerability on him. Some men never die, and some men never live, but we're all alive tonight. Don't fear big. Fear mediocrity. Fear waste. Fear the lack of living to your fullest. Faith is a knowledge within the heart, beyond the reach of proof. Life is more or less a lie, but then again, that's exactly the way we want it to be. Don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. You are not the opinion of someone who doesn't know you. When you know what you want and you want it bad enough, you'll find a way to get it. Everything is created twice, first in the mind and then in reality. We must live together as brothers or perish together as fools. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. And there are really never endings, happy or otherwise. If your life is worth thinking about, it is worth writing about. I'd rather hear an ugly truth rather than an obscure lie. Don't leave it all unsaid, somewhere in the wasteland of your head. Life is a comedy to those who think, a tragedy to those who feel. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. People rarely succeed unless they have fun in what they are doing. Everyone who got to where they are had to begin where they were. Stop blaming outside circumstances for your inside chaos. Darkness ages faster than you'd think. It doesn't loiter on forever. Don't be afraid of failure. This is the way to succeed. What you do is what matters, not what you think or say or plan. An unexciting truth may be eclipsed by a thrilling falsehood. If you are willing to go out on a limb, the tree of life holds endless possibilities. It's not the men in your life that matters. It's the life in your men. Remove the clowns from your life before you become one. There's so much to be grateful for. Words are poor things. If everything seems under control, you're not going fast enough. Men of this world all rejoice in others being like themselves and object to others not being like themselves. I had forgotten how much light there is in the world till you gave it back to me. Beware of the small things. A small leak can sink a great ship. The company you choose to keep says a lot about who you are. Some things in life are too complicated to explain in any language. I'm not going to die. I'm going home like a shooting star. Doubting your judgments is the beginning of enlightenment. Enchantment lies in everyday moments if you are observant. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. In the end, the world always wins. That's just the way of things. I was never aware of any other option but to question everything. Staying in the past won't help you move on to your future. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Anything not worth doing is worth not doing well. Think about it. When anger rises, think of the consequences. The mind is a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. If they don't like you for being yourself, be yourself even more. Dream as if you will live forever. Live as if you will die today. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. You can't blame gravity for falling in love. The true vocation of man is to find his way for himself. A good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent on arriving. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. For any sin, we all suffer. That is why our suffering is endless. Don't worry about being effective. Just concentrate on being faithful to the truth. Everything has to be all right. Maybe not today, but eventually. A man who knows he is a fool is not a great fool. What we can change is our perceptions, which have the effect of changing everything.